Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the chilling depths of the human psyche, exploring what makes a cold-blooded killer tick. How does someone turn off their humanity to commit the unthinkable? This isn't just about crime. It's about understanding the darkness lurking within certain minds. Are killers born, or are they made by life's twisted paths? Stick around as we count down the top 10 psychological traits that define a cold-blooded killer, unraveling the chilling details that will leave you questioning everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on this intense journey into the unknown. Number 10. The mind of a predator, calculated calmness. At the heart of a cold-blooded killer is an eerie calmness, a chilling ability to plan meticulously without a hint of remorse. What drives a person to commit unthinkable acts with such icy precision? This calculated approach is often the hallmark of a predatory mind, one that observes, plans, and executes without faltering. Unlike impulsive criminals, cold-blooded killers thrive in controlled environments where every detail is mapped out, every possible reaction anticipated. How does someone develop the mental discipline to remain so disturbingly composed? This isn't just an act of violence, it's a performance orchestrated for maximum effect. Could such a person walk among us without detection? Number 9. The lack of empathy, a void where compassion should be. A defining feature of cold-blooded killers is their astonishing lack of empathy, a void that makes them almost alien. What happens when a person is unable to feel another's pain? This absence of compassion or remorse is what allows them to inflict harm without a second thought. While most people are guided by an inner moral compass, cold-blooded killers operate in a moral vacuum, where the suffering of others is merely collateral damage. Is empathy something we're born with, or can it be erased? This chilling void is what enables them to commit their horrific acts, one victim at a time. Or are these killers born without it altogether? Number 8. The thrill of power, taking control over life and death. Control is a dangerous drug, and for some, the ultimate power lies in controlling another's fate. What fuels a person's desire to wield life and death power over others? Cold-blooded killers often view their crimes as an assertion of dominance, a sick gratification in holding someone's life in their hands. For them, each act is a game of power, a rush that no other thrill can replicate. Is this hunger for control something that can be sated, or is it an endless thirst? Psychologists suggest that for many killers, the act itself is less about hate or revenge and more about feeling omnipotent. Could such dark desires lurk within anyone, waiting to be unleashed? This desire isn't just a need, it's an insatiable craving that consumes them. Number 7. Narcissism and grandiosity, the self-centered world of a killer. Cold-blooded killers often possess a dangerous blend of narcissism and grandiosity, a belief that they are above the law, beyond reproach. What makes someone believe they're untouchable, even when committing heinous acts? This delusional self-image allows killers to justify their actions, seeing themselves as superior beings who can control others' lives. Their crimes are often seen as acts of self-expression, as if their twisted minds view murder as an art form. Does this sense of superiority blind them to consequences, or is it the very reason they're willing to take the risk? These killers view themselves not as monsters, but as masterminds, convinced that they can outsmart anyone. What could make a person so chillingly self-assured in their deadly pursuits? It's a mindset that's both terrifying and oddly compelling, driving them further into darkness. Number 6. A childhood of trauma, seeds of darkness. Many cold-blooded killers have a past filled with trauma, abuse, or neglect, an upbringing that often plants seeds of rage and bitterness. Does a violent past inevitably lead to a violent future? Psychologists explore the link between early childhood trauma and the making of a killer, noting how cycles of abuse can twist a young mind into something darker. Can the effects of such trauma be reversed, or does it leave a permanent mark? Abusive environments can warp a person's sense of self, breeding hatred and resentment that festers for years. Is it nature or nurture that ultimately drives them down this path? Some killers are shaped by their past, while others, it seems, are born with a chilling darkness within. Number 5. The rationality of evil, logical planning, brutal outcomes. Contrary to the notion that killers are crazy, many cold-blooded murderers display remarkable levels of rationality and intelligence. How does someone so logical choose to commit acts so horrific? This dispassionate, methodical approach defies the stereotype of a frenzied attacker. Cold-blooded killers often treat each move with mathematical precision, calculating risks and rewards as if they were completing a puzzle. Is their rationality a strength or a terrifying flaw? It's a dark twist on reason itself, where logic is used to justify the unimaginable. How can a mind so sharp be so merciless? It's the ultimate paradox, a mind as cold and clear as their heart is dark. Number 4. The mask of normalcy, a double life. The scariest aspect of many cold-blooded killers is their ability to blend in to appear as friendly, helpful members of society. How does someone capable of such darkness hide behind a friendly face? The facade of normalcy allows killers to escape detection, giving them access to unsuspecting victims. Friends and family are often the last to suspect anything, shocked when the truth finally comes out. Is this duality part of the thrill, or merely a survival strategy? Their double life allows them to feed their dark impulses without raising suspicion, living as monsters in disguise. Are there killers among us, hidden behind smiles and polite small talk? This duality makes them even more terrifying. They're hiding in plain sight. Number 3. The absence of guilt, living without conscience. While most people are haunted by even minor wrongdoings, cold-blooded killers seem to possess an unnerving immunity to guilt. How does someone sleep soundly after committing murder? This lack of conscience is what enables them to act so brazenly, free from the remorse that plagues the rest of us. They go on with life as if nothing happened, their minds untouched by their own brutality. Is guilt a trait we're all born with, or can it be trained out of us? For these killers, moral codes are meaningless, irrelevant rules that don't apply to them. How do they look in the mirror each day without flinching? This absence of guilt transforms them into creatures we can hardly comprehend. Number 2. Obsession with perfection, the ideal crime. Many cold-blooded killers are obsessed with crafting the perfect crime, a feat that feeds their ego and sense of invincibility. What drives this relentless pursuit of a flawless, unsolvable act? This obsession fuels their planning and execution, pushing them to leave no detail unchecked. Every move, every step is rehearsed to ensure no mistakes, as they take pride not just in the act, but in outwitting everyone else. Is this perfectionism rooted in a need for validation, or something far more sinister? For these killers, a perfect crime is not just a goal, it's the ultimate proof of their superiority. Are there unsolved cases out there, orchestrated by such masterminds? This obsession isn't just chilling, it's relentless and all-consuming. Number 1. The ultimate high, a dangerous addiction to killing. For some cold-blooded killers, the act itself becomes an addiction, a dark thrill they chase relentlessly. Is murder the ultimate high that can never be matched? Psychologists note that for some killers, The adrenaline rush of taking a life is akin to an addictive drug, something they crave and return to. The sensation of control, of asserting their dominance in such a brutal way, becomes an insatiable hunger. How does one develop such a deadly addiction, and is there any way to stop it? As chilling as it sounds, these individuals may even find pleasure in planning their next act, savoring the thought of their next victim. What depths must a person's mind sink to find joy in such horror? For them, killing isn't a crime, it's their twisted form of gratification. Thanks for watching. If you found this content intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives and thrilling stories. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.